Next fight I'm going to talk about is the main card opener. Greg Hardy is on another main card of a pay-per-view. I don't know who's buying main cards for Greg Hardy. Who's buying pay-per-views for Greg Hardy? Not me anyway. But point is, Sergey Spivak is fighting Greg Hardy now on the main card of a pay-per-view. I've said that twice now, just because I'm a little bit surprised. I do think there's better fights on the prelims that could be the opener of this one. One thing that I have actually been a little bit of an advocate for is why do we not put Marina Moroz and Maria Agapova in the press conference? That would be insane. Those two hate each other with a passion, man. That would sell pay-per-views. That would sell pay-per-views. Anyway, Sergey Spivak, I think he's going to win the fight. He looks pretty good against Alexei Olenek. He did fight Tom Aspinall, who was one of the better boxers in the heavyweight division. One of the better boxers maybe purely in the UFC at the moment, but I think that might be a little bit of a stretch to say. Fought him on short notice. He did get knocked out. He didn't really show great defense striking there. He did beat Alexei Olenek, who is a very old guy. Beat Jared Vandeira, who's all right. I mean, he did just fight Andrei Arlovsky and lose there. He beat the juicy boy Carlos Felipe, the guy that just got USADA knocking on his door relatively recently when he was undefeated. Carlos split decision Felipe is what I like to call him. And he lost to Marcin Tybura. Greg Hardy also lost to Marcin Tybura. But before that, though, he lost to Volkov. Beat a couple of guys. Jorgen De Castro, who's not in the UFC anymore. Maurice Green, who's not in the UFC anymore. Marcin Tybura, who's top 15. Taito Ivasa, he did hurt Taito Ivasa. That's one thing that a lot of people are going to bring up. Greg Hardy hurt Taito Ivasa. Taito Ivasa ended up recovering. He didn't really recover very quickly. He was still shaky on the legs. But Greg Hardy, when he hurts someone on the feet, he chases after them. And Taito Ivasa has good enough counter striking, or good enough striking in general, to kind of see Greg Hardy coming. And he landed a pretty brutal strike of his own and knocked Greg Hardy out pretty badly, really. In my opinion, though, Greg Hardy's a very good athlete. He's definitely showing that in the NFL. He's definitely showing that when he had a domestic. But now he's fighting Sergey Spivak. I think Sergey Spivak is very well rounded. He's got great wrestling. He's also got some alright submissions as well. I think we're going to see probably a replay of Greg Hardy versus Marcin Tybura take place here. I think Sergey Spivak is going to take Greg Hardy to the ground and probably just pound him out to a TKO victory, in my opinion. Just like he did with Jared Vandeira. I don't really see Greg Hardy winning this fight. If he does, though, it will be first round knockout. I do think that Greg Hardy, he doesn't really have the greatest cardio, though. He's kind of showing that with his no contest with Ben Sassoli, where he needed to use his inhaler. That was a terrible fight. But Sergey Spivak, I think he's going to ground and pound Greg Hardy. Greg Hardy's got a chance, though. He's got a chance to knock out Spivak. He's got a very good chance to knock out Spivak, actually. But I think that Spivak's wrestling, his takedowns are going to make the difference here. I can kind of prove that with the stats as well. Sergey Spivak, he lands 2.7 takedowns per 15 minutes with a 57% accuracy. So he's actually going to be looking for takedowns, actively looking for takedowns. He's shooting about 5 takedowns per 15 minutes. He's shooting about at least 1 takedown a round, 2 takedowns a round, even with that kind of math there. He's the favorite. Is he a bigger favorite than I thought he would be? Yes, to be honest, minus 200. I'm a little bit surprised. I'm not really too keen on throwing money on that one there. But at one point, he was a minus 160 favorite. Minus 180 is kind of what he opened up as. Minus 160. I wouldn't have minded jumping on that and putting a parlay on that one. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Sergey Spivak. I think that he's got a good chance to win the fight here. I think he's got better wrestling. He's got better ground game. Sergey Spivak's going to take down Greg Hardy and knock him out. I think we'll TKO him on the ground anyway. And I think if Greg Hardy gets cut from the UFC, I think Eagle FC will probably scoop him up. Even though, I wouldn't really be opposed to that. But anyway, with that being said, I've gone Sergey Spivak.